All right, why a lot of good ladies are still single? They said good, though. Don't forget, they said good. Okay, why a lot of good ladies are still single? Right? I haven't read this yet. Okay, when I see interesting titles, I'm just like, let's save it. Let's see if we can have a conversation. Right? So, but I'm guessing somebody is going to probably attempt to lecture us as usual, right? But let's see. Let's see what they say. All right. It's an Igbo man with a red cap. Chiye, your uncles. Chiye, one of your uncles is going to lecture us. Before I start to read, hold on. Lesson, it all starts from home. Be careful what your kids see. Beautiful. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let's see. A good girl of marriageable age may have been pricing herself out of the market by always dressing to buy to kill. Let's say kill, Jerry. No big deal. Riding in the best of cars and living alone in a tasteful, furnished apartment in a world where this is a Kene's uncle, not Chiye's uncle. In a furnished apartment in a world where suitors and their moms feel somehow towards such ladies. Somehow, quotes and quotes. brothers. Hey. What can I do with this kind of comments? Hey. I have a feeling we're not going to get the last of these comments for a long time. For a long time. This is going to get deep and deeper. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Lectures everywhere. Everybody get lecture. Anyway. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. There you go. Hold on. What is this one here? Anyway, let me save that. Anyway, a good girl of marriageable age may have been pricing herself out of the market. You know, the sexual marketplace value, right? By always dressing to kill, riding in the best of cars, right? And living alone. So once you start living that soft baby girl lifestyle, you know, your pool reduces, right? Remember pool. I'm just using the words they might use ahead of time. And living alone in a tastefully furnished apartment in a world where suitors and their moms feel somehow towards such ladies. So if somebody will feel somehow to such ladies, I'm trying to think. Let me see. And the uncle said, he continues, "Dear young lady, what do you think goes on in the mind of a prospective suitor? When you always look very expensive, drive expensive cars, and live alone in an expensive neighborhood and in a lush and expensively furnished apartment." They're asking you young ladies, what do you expect? What do you think goes on in the mind of a prospective suitor? A suitor means somebody who might be interested, right? When you always look very expensive, drive expensive cars, and live alone in an expensive neighborhood. He said you should step your game down. Come and live in the ghetto with us so you can find a husband, and in a lush and expensive furnished apartment. All right, I don't even know where to start with this one. Okay. So whenever an argument is escalating, find a way to de-escalate. And one of the best ways to de-escalate is to just back off. Some arguments are just too toxic for you to be de-escalating. Just back off of that person. Take some time off. I promise you, heaven is not going to fall out of the skies. When you come back, they will still be there, more likely. Okay, more likely than none, right? Nigerian men always have advice. Now, wow, we always have advice. That's what I'm doing on this platform here. You know, yeah, men with itty bitty tiny winnies. Beta broke man. I'll try to understand what he's saying first now. Not to try to understand what he's saying first. We should live like paupers to attract them. Yeah, you know, marriage is the end all be all, right? We want the expensive ones, we don't need your brokers. All right, so the expensive ones are what? Top 10% of the population, right? The top what percentage of let's use America for example, right? What percentage of Americans make six figure? Why don't we ask let's ask Google, right? What percentage of Americans make six figure, ordinary six figure, right? Let's ask. Let me see what let me ask Google, right? Because this issue what percentage of Americans, because now I wasn't going to go there, but now it took me there to the money aspect of things now, right? What percentage of Americans, because Nigerian Americans are Americans, right, make six figure income? Let's see. All right. Let's look at this. Only 33 as of 2022 U.S. Census Bureau. Only 33% of Americans earned over $100,000 per year. Okay, this means that roughly 1/3 of Americans make six figures annually. This number has been steadily increasing over the past few decades. Why do you think it's increasing? If having enough to spend. Inflation, right? Inflation. Oh my God. And by the way, when you're looking at between the ages of 25 and 44, that's literally like just about 20%. Okay, it's about 20%, you know. So let's have the conversation. Let's take it a little bit deeper. Dilo say, I reject someone like that to be attracted to me. Wahala. The low life either thinks she's doing Olosho or just insecure. Toby and Tribe says, that advice obviously stems from a patriarchal mindset which encourages women to downplay their achievements in order not to intimidate men. Ouch. Yeah. For me, that is never the point of leverage. We can't, just like I can't advise men to downplay themselves because they want to attract a certain type of girl. Okomileno, I can't tell people to downplay themselves. That's weird. People that ask people to downplay are weirdos. Sorry. How do you place your mouth to ask people to downplay themselves so they can attract love? Even logically, it's not sound. Because we're talking about attraction now. It's not sound, right? If you have to downplay yourself, we're talking about your self-esteem, we're talking about confidence, we're talking about you're probably going to repel love, right? We're talking about the nature of human beings. We tend to want what we can't have, right? And you're literally trying to push against it by asking people to tone themselves down when a lot of people already struggle with low self-esteem. I don't even know what angle I want to take this to right now. You know? In Bro Bio's voice, six figures after tax, and that does not include those making below 200K after tax. Okay. Like this man will expect someone like Linda EKG to live like a super B. Yeah. Let me just say this, okay? Let me read the comment again. Dear young lady, I get the point. You want to help, okay? You want to help young ladies get married. You are so concerned in the goodness of your heart, Uncle Ekene Ikenga. You're so concerned in your heart of hearts. You want to help this young lady. And Allah is always misleading these ladies, right? Allah is going to mislead these ladies and they will set up themselves for unrealistic expectations, right? So you know Allah is not going to help them. So you want to help them, okay? A good girl of marriageable age in her prime. Let me help them with their words. In her prime, between the ages of 21 and 27, right? Maybe pricing herself out of the market by always dressing to kill. So this is an assumption that the person dressing to kill is doing it to price herself out. Does she want what you're offering? Because when you say market, the person has to want it. Listen, outside of I'm creating content here, which is obviously public platform, we're building a platform with a library of information, right? Outside of that, what benefit do I get from giving unsolicited advice to people that don't want what the reward is? Think about that a little bit deeper than, okay. They don't want the reward you're talking about, okay? At least they have not expressed that they want this reward. But you're assuming that they want it. It's all cap, Jared. They all want to be getting married. Okay, at least you will wait now as a grown man for them to say it. You're not going to assume. And if their action is aligning with they don't want, won't you believe at least one? Like at least one of these two. It's either they are dressing to repel a certain type of men away, or they don't care about getting married, right? But you will care more than them. Yeah, the advice is not advising. It's a useless, unsolicited advice at best. Riding in the best of cars and living alone in a tastefully furnished apartment in a world where suitors and their moms feel somehow. Those suitors feeling somehow need to work on themselves. Okay? Remember, she hasn't said she wants the suitor as husband. So I can't go from that angle. I have to go from the angle of the suitor who feels somehow to such ladies who are riding down the street, right? Face forward. Go and look for people in your clan. Dear young lady, what do you think goes on in the mind of prospective suitor? There's a young lady who is looking for a husband. Let's be fair to Uncle Ekene Ikenga. Let's be fair to him. There's a young lady who is looking for a husband who will say, you know what? You're right. But this type of people probably also already don't live that lifestyle. But they will probably hating on people that live that lifestyle. So they will find some solace in making sense out of this, right? What do you think goes on in the mind of a prospective suitor when you always look expensive?
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
They don't care, bro. They don't care. They don't care. Allah, why are you misleading this lady? They don't care. You don't get it. They don't care. The ones that care, they probably don't have this problem you're describing, which is suitors who feel somehow. They probably don't have that problem. I will at least need to listen to them, see what their actual problem is before I give them or prescribe or solicited medicine for them. But I get it. You want to give advice. Let's see. Dila said, remember the story of the woman who hid the fact that she owns the house they're living in from her husband and she was collecting rent from him. It's because of comments like this. Yeah, there are a lot of Nigerian women who do this because they believe they're looking for a husband. And they would do, and it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. It's a bad idea. You don't tone yourself down because you're looking for a husband. Don't do that. What you need to do is work on yourself. It's not sustainable, is the reason. It's not a sustainable tactic or strategy, okay? You need to be yourself. But there's a way you carry yourself that the right suitor, even if they're not making enough money, there's something we align, right? There's something we give and something we align, and need to be big enough to not worry about the fact that you make more money, okay? And I'm yet to speak to any lady. They might say it as a matter of preference. Like I want 6-figure or something. But I'm yet to meet a young lady who will find a suitor, actual qualified suitor who makes less, and they say, "Oh, well, because you're not making 6-figure." Now they might use it as an excuse to push him away because they can't stand him already. But what about if we flip that on the head and they're using like, he's such a nice guy, he doesn't make as much money, but I want him. What if they flip that excuse on the head, right? Well, like this guy, like he's not making money. He has a future. He has a good head on his shoulder. He's going in a direction that I like. That direction. That's what most women settle for anyway. They like the direction. They like the potential. That's what most people settle for, and that's rightfully so. If they say, "Oh, he doesn't make 6-figure," that you're talking about an Olusho type of girl. Like that's not the person you're trying to talk to. That's a different demographic entirely. You're trying to talk to dear young lady. You're talking to a good girl who may make 6-figure, right? Like she's not going to dismiss somebody just because. It must be because you don't make money. You're mad also, right? It will align with other. There's no one single element that will make somebody be dismissive. It's just she's not feeling you like that. Okay, step your game up. Stop trying to manipulate people into settling for stupid stuff. Okay. I know that it can't work. It will backfire. If a woman tones herself down for you to come into her life, you will end up collecting. Why would you want to put yourself in that? That's stupid. Okay. Yeah, I remember that story. ID love. Yeah. Chinye says, "Ola, you just reminded me of someone who was introduced to me, and he purposely took a public transportation to come see me. Yeah, that person is instantly disqualified. All right. Yeah, it's weird for a man to be shit testing woman. That's a person who is not sure of themselves. And if you get with that person, you collect. Yeah, it will come back and bite you in the butt. Okay. To come see me so that he can hide that he is well-to-do to get true love. Yeah. I don't care if he's Otedola son. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. When you find out, say, "Oh, thanks. It's been," especially if you can take care of yourself. Like, it's been nice knowing you. It will backfire, not in the form of money. There's other ways that this behavior will show up. That person will be actively always testing you. They will be actively competing with you every time. And coming from the man's side, it's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, men need to show up being sure of themselves. That's how it works. They need to be sure of themselves. If he's not sure of himself, let it go. Yeah. Look for ladies at your level, particularly even mentally, because this statement is more so about the mental state of a person who think like that. It's not even about the money. They camouflage under the money thing. It's easy to point fingers at money, right? But this is a mindset. It's a mindset. Let me see some of the comments here. Wendy says, "It must surely be an Igbo man." Igbo man don't collect. Igbo man, why they do yourself like this now? Why do you do yourself like this now? Igbo man. Always talking about what women should do and not to do. There's somebody said, "Dear 40+ men, why are you not married?" That's a question though. That's a jam question. Let's see. This person said, "Men need to marry each other." Why are you like this?
That is God.
Shame language. Shame language. Okay. Oh, not shame language. Sign language. Shame, insult, guilt need to be right. Shame language. Oh, Bernie. Somebody say, "Were such ladies weary?" The person start with weary. The person said weary. Such ladies are not for everyone. Most especially you. A productive woman is an asset, not your competitor. Go to your village and marry prospective productive men like us. This is a man talking. Prospective, productive men like us want our women to excel too. All right, that's my brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's a man talking. I like it. Our women are not for locals. Peace and love. I like that. I was so happy to see that. He deserves a hand. I like that. That's a man with a verified account saying that. Real man loves and appreciates women who are doing and living well. Yeah, I don't know how to create an opposite of that statement. That's just weird. Y'all should just shut up. Always have a million opinions about why women are single. Remember, this person was talking about why a lot of good ladies. He doesn't mean the good, by the way. He's literally trying to call them Olosho. That's probably what he's trying to do. But can't explain why some men are... Okay, that's too much. This person said, must their lives revolve around suitors? This life is short. If you can't afford luxury, please enjoy it. Or if you can afford luxury, please enjoy it. Which kind of talk be this? Happy. Somebody else said, why do men really think that women's life revolves around marriage? So, see, this statement, I would disagree with it, but I don't disagree with it because I know its context. There are reasons why people make such statements, including marriage is not for everyone, including marriage does not have a manual, including love is not enough. I understand there are contexts where those things are made, and sometimes it makes it difficult for me to address some of these issues because of this statement from this kind of man. Makes it difficult for me to address certain issues, right? So everybody is like trying to push one extreme or the other, and they're all collecting at the end of the day. All of them, they're collecting woto. So a girl shouldn't live comfortably or ride a good car after working so hard for it because one man feels insecure. No, it is not insecure. He said somehow, and I quote, and their moms, feel somehow. Oh my sure. So sad. It's ridiculous. Somebody said prospective suitor sees her and thinks, oh, good, I've seen a self-sufficient lady, and then shoots his shot. If they vibe or what goes in your Sapa striking mind. What's Sapa again? I think somebody was trying to say, what's Sapa again? I forgot now again. Anyway, somebody said, is Daniel Rega the suitor? I beg, date in your class or come out for road. Exactly. Somebody said, when your own daughters grow, make you give them bicycle and keke na pep. They can also live in a tent and look like slaves so they can find suitors. Or jati. Listen, this person deserves is the way men think everything is always about them for me. Clown emoji, crying emoji. My friend, cut away. Now what? Leave women alone. That's what this person said. He said, leave women alone. Listen, you're going to see a lot of people. The reason why this is not gonna slide is because some women actually believe that maybe there's some sense to this. Okay, there's more than enough women who believe that way. Like, yeah, tone it down. Don't be masculine, right? Yeah, that's the wrong point of leverage. Okay, the point of leverage is men. A flow is a downstream effect. Okay, not only at the woman's, it doesn't stop at the woman, your children. If you don't start getting this emotional intelligence thing together, your generations will collect. All right. Anyway, I'll be right back. We got a couple of more things to talk about. I'll be right back. Beautiful girl. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.